Good morning. Y'all feel free to pull up. The reason why I'm on today is to look at first of all, let y'all know good morning, Rhonda. How are you? First of all, to let y'all know that my sweetie has spoken, so the lives will be saved throughout eternity whenever I decide to go live. That's the main reason why I got on, just to say that. That's about all I got to say. But since I'm here, I said, hey, I will take the time to. Yeah, hold on for a second. I forgot to do something. I forgot to do something. I forgot to share this with the Tweeties of the Twitch. Feel free to pull up. They know they be limiting my what's the name? Feel free to pull up and recap the overnight price 1p with your boy. Get him. Fingers. Put the fingers in. Got to put the fingers. Point, 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 point. Put in the picture. Picture. Post. Now. Uh-oh. What did I just do? I don't know what I just did. My post disappeared. Hold on. My post disappeared. There it is. Let me share this in the disk of the cord. Share this in the disk of the cord. Hey, everyone. Post. All right, now. My posting of the posters and the sharing of the sharings are shared. Now, let me share my screen. Let me share my screen since I'm here. Hey, might as well. Man, it's been a day already, man. I've been ripping and running since before 5 this morning. Now, overnight we climbed up. Let me turn on my fancy dances. Fancy dances are on. Overnight we climbed up. Did I mark out a new day opening gap? Yes, I did. We got a small new day opening gap right there. I don't know if y'all can see that gray line that popped in right there at the bottom of that SIBI right there at the midnight open. If y'all can tell, there's a gray line popping in. Did Calandra give you permission? I hate you. Okay. We got a small new day opening down there, right? So, for those who are not privy to what was discussed or what the bias was, where Picasso was residing. who remember Picasso? The market is open. The market is open. The market is open. You're gonna trade, please trade safe. You're not gonna trade, please take coverage. No, so you can go back and study what you saw today. You know, I typically just watch price and when the market first opened. Right. So looking at the weekly candles, right? We came down, took out the sell side from last week, displaced below it very low, right? And that's typically, for the weekly, that gives me a bias of taking out the low of the week. I want to see a retracement back up and then attack the lows, right? I said, keep in mind, we are at a place, right? We have come to a weekly breaker, right? We've come to a weekly breaker and we've come to a 1 month fair value gap, right? We've come to a weekly breaker and a 1 month fair value gap. We're at a place where we anticipate price to do something. What up, fool? We anticipate price to do something, right? That's where we are on the monthly. The monthly is still bullish, right? We're in a bullish retracement on the monthly. The weekly was giving us bearish in the short term. The weekly overall is still bullish. We're in a bullish retracement on the weekly, right? We're in a bullish retracement on the weekly, but we have come to a point of a possible we're expecting price to do something, right? In the short term, it's bearish, right? The way it closed, we closed near the low, anticipating the sell side to be taken out, given the fact that we are at a point, right? We at a point. We've come back to a breaker, right? Keeping that in mind, right? So for the weekly, we want to see this sell side taken, keeping in mind that we're at a bullish breaker, right? And we've come to a monthly fair value gap and pretty much respecting consequent encroachment right now, right? A monthly bullish fair value gap. Now, on the daily, we closed above that high. We anticipated this high being taken out, and the daily fair value gap, the daily imbalance above this high has been touched. So today's job has been completed. The draw for today, Picasso, was above the highs. We have reached Picasso's house. We've gotten there. So now we need to let price tell us what it wants to do. We have touched a SIBI. Now, keep in mind, if let's go to the hourly chart. If we had went all the way to the top of this SIBI and then rejected, I would be full throttle looking for shorts right now, right? I would be full throttle looking for shorts right now if we had went all the way to the top of this SIBI and rejected like we're doing now. But we came to the bottom of the SIBI, poked in, and now we're rejecting. So I'm watching. You see right here, I have the bottom BISI marked out, right? Why do I have the bottom BISI marked out? Because from the high to the low, this is the one in the deep premium. Keep in mind, this one is now in a premium. From when I first marked up these charts, this one was not in the discount. This was the only one in the discount. I said premium in a deep discount, right? Now we're coming back to right. We're right at equilibrium now, and we're coming back to a discount, right? Coming back to the breaking market structure, right? The London high has already been attacked, right? The matter of fact, we just kept climbing up into London. We didn't really set a high and come back down. We just kept climbing up. So the London buy side has been getting ripped to shreds since the London, right? So that's why right now, we're Tuesday. We have set a new high, right? The new high has been set, right? The daily high was right here, right? The new high has been set, right? For a bearish week, a Tuesday high is a good thing, right? But right now, I'm still on the fence about the shorts because because we did not get to the high of this daily fair value gap. That's what I don't like about the price. We got the body of the candle, respected it the first time, the body of the candle respected it the second time, and now we're pulling back, right? Now we're pulling back. We didn't really run through these highs. We just poked above and now we're pulling back. So I'm not on board with trying to short off of this displacement leg right here. because we didn't really run through these highs and we didn't get to the top of that imbalance, right? That's what me no likey about that, right? I'm willing to just, miss it. For the hourly, I would need displacement below this low right here in order for me to have a bearish sentiment on the hourly chart. I would need nice displacement below this low to be looking at attacking this imbalance down here. But I would need heavy displacement below that to switch bearish on the hourly, right? 15 minutins, right? On the 15 minutins, the 15 has given us a bearish shift, right? We have gotten a bearish shift on the 15, but we are right as of now respecting this order block right here, right? Let's go ahead and use this and mark out mean threshold of this order block. Right, we're respecting this order block right here. Came down, looked like we came right to mean threshold. The low on the candle is 41.1825. Mean threshold is 41.18. So we're, as of now, we're respecting. We got 2 minutes left on this candle. Two minutes and 34 seconds left on this candle, and right now we're respecting this order block, right? And the reason why I say we've had a bearish shift is because we came here, this low right here, we came up, took out a high there, right? Then we kind of consolidated a little bit, right? Then we pushed up, consolidated a little bit, then we pushed up, right? So this high is higher than that high, this high is higher than that high, right? So we broke through this low right here. So we're breaking through lows that broke through highs. You see what I'm saying? So that's a bearish shift. That's like heavy displacement below this low. So that's a bearish shift on the 15 minute, right? On the 15 minute. And so the 15 minute has a bearish shift. Of course, if the 15 minute shift bearish, then the 5 minute is going to be shifted to bearish also. Right? 5 minute has shifted to bearish also. Right? So, but again, we're still respecting this order block over here. We're still respecting this order block. So, it's 9:44. I'm patient right now. I'm not completely sold on taking a short, right? The 5 minute and the 15 minute has shifted bearish. It's setting up for a nice short, but like I say, we're respecting this 15 minute order block. And on the hourly, we just pulled back into a discount on PD array. Right, we just pulled back into a discount PD array, and we barely poked above this buy side. Right, I mean, we don't have to completely run through it, but if we had gone to the top of this daily fair value gap, I would be full throttle looking for a short opportunity right now, because the London buy side has just been pummeled all day, and we didn't get in, the wick didn't go up to consequent encroachment of that. We went just above 25% and came back down. All right, so I'm just gonna let the first 30 minutes play out and then see what the 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock hour gives me. If it don't give me something that I'm very comfortable with, then I'll check back this afternoon. If it don't give me something that I'm very comfortable with, I won't be pulling the trigger today. Again, now for those who may have tapped in late, last night when I was doing a live stream, I said that, I was not going to save any more of the live streams anymore. My sons and my nephews came in. We put it to a vote, and it was by unanimous decision that I wasn't going to save the live streams. And then I talked to my sweetie about it, and she well, I shared it in the Discord. Let me show you what I shared in the Discord about the situation. Right? And I said, where is it? What did I put it? Oh, there it is right there. Hey, everyone. My sweetie told me that I should have to keep the live streams. We won't go into detail of how the conversation went. We won't go into great detail about how the conversation went. But I'll just say that she was very compassionate on everyone's behalf. She said a lot of words of like, sometimes people just want to go back and watch it. She like, I go back and rewatch them and I don't even trade. She was like, some people may not have the time. Some people are busy with their kids. Some people are busy with work. Some people just sometimes they just kind of go through it the first time, and then the next time they watch it, she was very compassionate toward everyone. Right. And she was like, and just like you say, you're trying to stop people from being forever students, but some forever students need to go back and rewatch the stuff just to, for that edification, if you will. And I'm like, get out my face talking with sense, man. I want to be in my feelings. No, don't be in my face talking with sense. So that's the gist of it, man. That's the gist of it. Yep. But that's it, man. That was the reason for me putting on this live, just to let y'all know that the live streams will be saved. And since I had you here, I just was like, hey, let's walk through what I see with overnight price action and what I'm looking for. Again, the daily draw for Picasso has been reached already. Right? We hit the imbalance that was to the upside. Since we did not reprice the entire imbalance, I am not sold on going short yet. Right? I would need the hourly candle to give me some displacement below this low right here. Displacement below the low. If we came down and hit that low and rejected, that's nothing more than coming below the midnight to give the New York morning session the opportunity to get long and go back up. So that's why I say I need for the hourly to displace below this low right here. Right? Give me some displacement below that. And also the 15-minute and the 5-minute has shifted bearish. They have shifted bearish, but as of now, we are respecting this 15-minute order block. Right? This 15-minute candle right there is respecting this 15-minute order block. Right? It's respecting that 15-minute order block. So if we, and keep in mind, this low right there, that's the actual low of the London session, right? This is the low, right? This right here is the low inside the London kill zone. This is the low at 130, right? This is the actual low of the London session. So we can very well come down if we reject this low. If we take this low out and reject this low, right? That's still bullish for the 15-minute, right? That's still a bullish move for the 15-minute. Like I say, we have shifted bearish here, right? But if we come down and reject this low, we could very well rip back up to this. As I say, we're in a sticky place right now. I don't have a warm and fuzzy either way. And when I don't have a warm and fuzzy either way, I'm not ashamed to admit that. I ain't here to try to be right for nobody. I'm here to make money. My wife wants to go see Beyonce again. My wife wants to go see Usher. You know what I'm saying? And as a man, when my wife says she want to do something, hey, go do it, baby. You know what I'm saying? Now you know what I'm saying? She got her limits on what she gonna pay. I don't know. She might pay anything for Beyonce, but she got her limits on what she ain't gonna pay. But if she want to do this stuff, I'm here to make money. I said all that to say I'm here to make money. I'm not here to be right. I ain't got no warm and fuzzy about nothing. Somebody might look at this and be crystal clear. When I look at the charts and I can argue either side, hands off. Why am I hands off right now? Because my daily Picasso has been drawn already. Picasso, wait, speaking of Picasso, where my homie at? There you go. There go my boy. Picasso. Picasso has been reached. This is where Picasso resided right here. Y'all remember last night we talked about Picasso? Picasso was right here. Look where price went. We already reached Picasso on the daily. And since we already reached my daily draw, right? Now I got to let price show me, is it still bullish or is it bearish? Right? In the time frame that I submit to when my draw has been reached is the hourly chart. If the hourly chart shifts bearish, then I start looking for reasons to sell. Right? But if the hourly chart don't shift bearish, I don't feel comfortable trying to short. But I also don't feel comfortable trying to go long because we've already reached Picasso. We've already reached the daily draw. I'm here to make money, man, not be right. The Discord is closed. It was only open for a short amount of time. I was only using it to reach out to people because I stopped using IG. And I said I was gonna open it up and let 100 people in there so I can, because it used to be like roughly 50 to 60 people on my lives. So I was like, I'll let 100 people in the Discord, and it's only gonna be used to they say, hey, I'm going live. You know what I'm saying? And once I got 100 people in, I closed it. And like, I don't do anything in the Discord that I don't do on YouTube. The Discord is just a means for me to reach out to people right now, because one, I don't think people got their notifications turned off me like that. I don't think I'm just the man. And two, people be telling me, hey, I didn't get the notification. So that's why I use the Discord to tell people, hey, pull up. Like, if you notice, I posted in the Discord this morning, hey everyone, feel free to pull up and recap the overnight price with your boy right there. And then somebody in the Discord that's gonna remain nameless said, did Clan give you permission? Yuck. Get off my Discord. Good morning, E-Rock. We're flushing. We're still flushing on the 15-minute. We're busting through that order block. That order block got a mitigation block over here. Right, we're busting through both of those. Busting through in its truest essence, this entire move right there, since they're consecutive up close candles, that would be the entire mitigation block right there. And again, the mean threshold of that puts it right at round consequent encroachment of this 15-minute BISI right here, right around the consequent encroachment of this hourly BISI right here, right around the London low. Right, that's the low of the London. This is the low of the London kill zone, but this is the London low right here. Again, so like I say, we can come and attack that low, right? We can attack that low. Here, this is why I say, hey, SD, get off my screen, right? This is why I say I don't have a warm and fuzzy about anything, because look at what we've done. So we got this this SIBI that we have repriced and got below, right? So we have repriced it and got below it. So now we're anticipating this to act as resistance, right? Oh, that's a little bit too light. We're anticipating this to act as resistance because we've repriced it, right? And then we've gotten back below it, right? Displacement below it. So now we're anticipating this to be resistance. This is where you would want to go short right here, right? You would want to go short there based off of this, right? We have heavy displacement, breaking market structure, fair value gap in a displacement leg, order block sitting there, PD array that you're anticipating to be resistance, right? So come down here, right? If we take out the London low, right there, take out the London low, and then we got a swing low right here, right? So if we get below this is a swing low here too. So we take out the London low, boom, we're attacking sell side below the London. That puts us into a imbalance in this price leg where we took out the high, right? That puts us into a bullish imbalance in this price leg where we took out the high. Boom, come back to the imbalance that puts us right at the mean threshold of this humongous mitigation block, right? So boom, puts us right here at this is actually a breaker, right? Puts us at this break. So the mean threshold of this mitigation block is right there at this 15-minute breaker right here. Low, high, low, pound, right there. Boom. At this breaker at the bottom of a fair value gap, we're anticipating to be support. So this is an anticipated point of support or resistance, which validates this as a breaker, which validates this as a mitigation block. And then now all of this in this area, mitigation block, breaker, fair value gap, all of that is designed to keep price up, support price, send price that way. Now, so we hit this and start coming back up. All of this right here has buy side delivery and sell side delivery. So we can very well cut through this entire area like butter, right? Or we could cut through to there, then drop. See why I say I'm undecided? See why I say that? See why I say? Because we have all of this to contend with. This job is to push price back up. Look at this price leg here. Only thing we've done is come back down to the imbalance, the last imbalance of this price leg right there. So if we come down and take that imbalance, we still got to fill that imbalance up there. Now that we've rejected off of that, we could very well hit that and come back down here. I can make a case for both sides. So I am neutral. Yeah, you say, Tim, look at the range. You can get in there and trade. Yes, I could. I could get in there and trade. And I could get in there and get my freaking face ripped off. If I can't just see it one way, I'm out here to make money. I ain't out here to make friends. I ain't out here to be right. I ain't out here for clout. I'm out here to make money. This is my job. I am a day trader. I am a futures day trader. A lot of people be like, "Oh, I'm just some dude on Al Gore's internet. I ain't getting paid buku money from this YouTube stuff." Every time I post a freaking video, they wanna say it's not suitable for ads. It's not suitable for ads. Y'all think I'm playing? Y'all think I'm playing? Y'all remember the video I did yesterday? I did not talk about anything crazy on that video, right? I did not talk about anything crazy on that video. Let me share my screen with y'all. There you go. I did not talk about anything crazy in my video. Shout out all the people that pulled up on the one-on-ones. It was an amazing time. I had an amazing time. I appreciate y'all. This is the video I did last night. You see that little yellow thing right there? This video may earn limited or no ad revenue due to the content identified as not suitable for most advertisers. What do I talk about on my channel that's not suitable for? And I have to come in and request them to manually look at it, and they get back with me 4-5 days later after the views of my video. You see, I don't get a lot of views on my videos. After the views have been through, then they'll come in and say, oh, it's suitable for ads. Ain't nobody looking at it no more. So I ain't getting that. I ain't getting no ad revenue off these videos because they block them every time. Every time. And then when they say, oh yeah, you're suitable, it ain't getting no views no more. It's Rocky. Oh, he said it was on the face. You was on his face. You was on his face. Jimma. Hey, Jimma. Is it Jimma? Is it Jimma? Jimma, do me a favor. Do me a favor, Jimma. Please. You were on the space. Click on this link and pull up. You don't have to show your face. I just want you to please pull up and share. Because I let my wife listen to it. Right? I let my wife listen to it, and she gave me her opinion. She gave me her opinion about the situation. Please click on the link, and I want to ask your opinion about what happened. If you was on that space, you say you was on that space. Did I say anything? Did I say anything about not be? Oh my God, professional trade. Oh my God, I hate when people say that. Oh, you can't talk right now. I respect it. I respect it. You can't talk right now. I respect it. I hate when people say professional traders. And like I said, it ain't no, I have no gripe with M7. I have no gripe with I have no gripe with M7, but I don't know where that came from. My wife said, she said, how does this always happen to you? How does this always happen to you? And I was like, I don't know. Cause she was like, cause that time, she was like, all them times when you and Zay was going back and forth, she was like, she was like, if I was on anybody else's channel, I would have just got off. I'm like, baby, it's not me. It's not me. I didn't do anything. It's not me. That's just their way of cutting back and paying. Oh, okay then. Okay, that's what it is. All right. Hey man, it's 10:04. It was the singing. They hating on the sweet tunes of Lil Timmy Rogers. You feel me? Tell you what, was they say like I was about to suggest that also. Check out my brother. He got full access to me all the time. He up there tossing. I ain't gonna tell Michelle. Is Michelle on here? Oh, Michelle ain't on here. I wish Michelle was on here. Cause I told Michelle the other day, I said, Michelle, you worse than my brother, man. You supposed to be looking at this, and you over here asking about a balanced price range. I say, when I tell my brother to look for fair value guys, he talks something. Hey man, I see some trend, I see some bull trend, some bear trend, I see some consolidation. Oh, there go Michelle right there. Michelle, he sent me a text last night when he was doing his homework. He told him, yeah, man, I broke it down. This my month chart. These my weekly fair value guys. This my weekly, my daily, this my hourly, this my 15-minute. You know what I'm saying? I don't go below 15 minutes, but next time, when I see my homework next time, I might have me some bull trend in there. I might have me some order blocks. I might have me some. Man, look for the fair value gaps and shut up, man. Yes, sir. Hey, man. We rejected off that London low. We rejected off that London low. So if your risk appetite allows you to do so, right? This area right here may be a nice place to try to take a long up to this breaker, this bearish breaker, and this SIBI right here. If your risk appetite allows for that. I'm not interested in trading anything. The 5-minute is not giving any reason to want to do that yet, right? The 5-minute would need to break this high to warrant trying to take a long, but by the time you break that high, you're pretty much there. Let's go back up. Yes, you're there. You're at the SIBI, right? So on the 1 minute, the 1 minute has broken a high right there. So the 1 minute is giving you something. If your risk appetite allows you, you can look at this order block right here. You have an order block right there. Right here, you can look at that order block. You have a below the if it comes below the order block, you have a BISI here at this order block right there. Right, you got a BISI there at this order block. If it slips past that order block, you got a BISI there. So if you risk after we've just come to a bearish order block, bear that in mind. We just hit a bearish order block right here, right in line with a bearish mitigation block. Keep that in mind. But these are 1 minutes. These are 1 minute PD arrays. Right. So if your risk appetite allows for that, you got a order block here. You got a BISI here. The target would be this high right there. That high will put you into the 15-minute SIBI, I think it was. Yes, the 15-minute SIBI right there. But like I say, bear in mind that we have the 5-minute has not given anything. The 5-minute has come back into a 5-minute SIBI. The 5-minute has not broken up. The only thing that has broken is the 1 minute. Right? The only thing that has broken is the 1 minute. We've traded back down through that BISI, right? We've traded back down through that BISI on the 1 minute right there. Going back down, stopped at the low of that lowest order block thus far. But no, I mean the close. The low of the order block is down here. That's the low of the order block right there where I got my cursor residing. Right? Came back into a mitigation block and order block, bearish mitigation block, bearish order block, right? Again, remember the lower the time frame, the lower the weighting is. Lower of the weighting of the breaking structure is. We're retesting the low again. We have not reached the midnight low yet. We have not reached the midnight low. The midnight open. We have not reached the midnight open. The midnight open, that would give a stronger reason to buy below midnight. That would give a strong reason to buy below midnight because you're getting below the opening price. And if it's going to be a power of 3 day, that's giving the 9 o'clock opportunity to buy below the daily open. If it would be a power 3 to the upside. But let's look at the other indexes and see what are going on. Everybody's pulling down. The Dow is super heavy. The Dow has taken out. Y'all hold on for a second. Yo. Yeah, now my little partner, little partner down in Florida. Today is birthday. I texted him this morning saying happy birthday. He'll hit me back. I told him I'll hit him when I get off this live stream. We're again, the NASDAQ is pulling back into this hourly BISI right here at the breaking market structure. Also, same thing that the ES is doing, the BISI in line with the breaking market structure. The Dow has taken out sell side. The Dow came back and took out sell side. The Dow has been the weakest link overall, right? The Dow has been the weakest link. The NASDAQ has been the strength leader, right? Because if you look at this high there, the NASDAQ is well above that high. Y'all get it? I got it on the wrong one, but yeah. Then the ES, that same high, the ES just took that out not too long ago. And then the Dow is well below that high. So the Dow has been the strength, the weakness leader, and the NQ has been the strength leader. Right. It looks like we respected that order block. Did we respect it? Yes, we did. Look like we did. Let's go back to the 1 minute. We did respect. Well, we didn't. Yeah, we did. We closed right at the low. We respected the low of that order block. Touched the sell side again. And have pushed back up. Now, if we were to come back down again, you would want to see this 1 minute fair value gap right here act as support. You want to see that act as support if it was to try to come back down again. Now we have a if you count this low, this would be a bullish breaker, right? Because we went there, and up. So if you counting from this low, that would be a bullish breaker right there, right? And this right here is now a balanced price range. Why is that? Because that right there, we left that area right there. So now this is a balanced price range there. So we wouldn't want to see price, you know what I'm saying, sliding all the way back down here, right? Wouldn't want to see price sliding all the way back down here. So thus far, if your risk appetite allowed for this 1 minute BISI or order block is serving you well now, because in taking either one of these, your stop would have been below this low. This low right here would have been where your stop needed to be. So at first touch of the fair value gap 17, the low right there is 1250. So you were looking at pretty much a 5-point stop, because you want to go a couple ticks below. And then first touch of the order block, you will be looking at 6 points, just under 6 points, 5 3/4. Right. Coming back, just feel that BISI right there. Just feel that BISI. Just feel that BISI. Want to see that do that and go. This BISI down here, it would be nice to see that left open, right? If the bullishness is to ensue, that little small BISI right there, it'd be nice to see that left open if the bullishness is to ensued. Remember, these are 1 minute things, so the weight of their significance is very low. All right, want to see it go up from here. If if we're going to get back to this 44.25 target that we spoke about. Want to see it, want to see this left open and it keep going up from here. Now, price is coming up and we've consolidated here for a couple points. What I like to do for a few minutes, what I like to do when we start moving sideways like this, right? It usually don't top like this. It usually don't get up there and consolidate, right? Now we've set another down close candle. We don't want to see this down close candle disrespected. We don't want to see a closure below the 50% of that down close candle right there. But what I like to do is I like to grab out my 10 minutis and go from the low and then put the 50% right in the middle of that consolidation, right? We'll just use that candle, that candle's close right there, right? And then I'll be like, okay, we can possibly go that far. That's my that's the 10 minutis right there. Right, we can possibly go that far based off from that low to what we're doing right now. That's the 10 minutis. I put it right at the consolidation, right? I try to get it at 50% of it. I just use this candle's close, you know what I'm saying? Right, 50%, pretty much 50% of it be like somewhere around there. Let me see if I can find the exact 50% from the lowest to the highest. All right, 50% will be right there, just above that candle's close. So yeah, I was good with using that candle close. Now, see, we got a closure below 50% of that right there. Me no likey that. See, me no likey that. So it's like sloppy right now. It's sloppy. Price is sloppy. Right? It's sloppy. Me no likey that. Now we're coming back toward that fair value gap right there. Now this BSC needs to act as support. Right? The gray one needs to act as support. It's okay if you want to come reprice that. That's cool. Repriced it. Boom, it's repriced. Now that gray one need to act as support. Right? We need not get through that gray one if we are to go up and get that high. Right? If we are to go up and get that high. Remember, these are 1 minute candles. Right? So the weight of this stuff is very minimal. Right? Because we're here on the 5 minute. Right? We've come down and we're just chugging sideways right here at the sell side that we didn't really pierce through. See what I'm saying? So that 1 minute, the weight of it is meh, you know what I'm saying? But when it has to play out on the lower time frame before you see it, before you start to see it on the higher time frames. And that's what we're doing right now. So as far this BSC is acting as support as needed, right? We've come down and repriced the lower 1 minute, right? Now we need to push past this up close candle. Right? If we can't push past this up close candle, we're in trouble. It's the same thing, right? It's the same thing going down. Now this up close candle's job is to keep price down. If we can't blow through this, right? It's the same thing. You can't blow through that, then you might start sliding. But if you blow through this, it'll just be a sloppy delivery where you came all the way down here to reprice that to go back up. You know what I'm saying? It'll just be like it's real sloppy. It's not just one-sided. It's not really like, was the garage for 3 minutes? I'm back. Oh, was in the garage. Oh. It'll just be a sloppy delivery. It ain't just real one-sided, right? Still respecting the 50% as of now, right? Still respecting the 50% as of now. How did this turn into a tape reading? How did this turn into a tape? I just came on to say that the lives was going to be saved. How did it turn into this? Boom. The up close counter proving to be a formidable foe. It's proven to be a formidable foe. We've come back down into this 1 minute breaker again. If you count this low right there as a breaker, if you count it from that low, it'll be a mitigation block. Tomato. Nice rejection off of this, the top of this 4-hour fair value gap that we're looking to act as support because the price is above it. We're looking for this 4-hour fair value gap to act as support. We got a closure above the 50%. So now this up close candle has been disrespected, right? If we get a push through this high right there, we should start to run toward that high relatively quickly on the 1 minute. And the reason why I say that is because we've handled all of the wait a minute, there's a small imbalance down here, but this fair value gap has done its job as support. So if we push past this high, I would like to see it run up fast to these highs up here. Just extend fast now because we've taken care of everything that need to be taken care of down here, right? If not this candle, the next candle, I would like to see it just run up. I don't want to see it dilly-dally coming back to try to fill this. I want to see it go. See, it's like poking above and it's rejecting. Don't want to see that. I want to see it just go. I want to, you know what I'm saying? Go. See, now we're coming back down, all of that. Looking at consequent encroachment of this wick. See, right? Watching consequent encroachment of this wick right here. Right there. We're flirting with the top of that 4-hour fair value gap again. Right. Now we've touched consequent encroachment of that weight. Like I say, there was a small imbalance down here that I didn't catch. So small imbalance down there. So got to remember that. Got to remember that. If everything was already taken care of, then yeah, the blast off probably could have been there. But with that small imbalance there during this sloppy time like this, it could very well come back down there for that. All right. Here we go. We just hit that. Just hit that. Now, it's either going to slide or pop. It's either going to slide or pop from here. What is it going to do? We got all the imbalances. All the imbalances are taken care of on the 1 minute. Got heavy displacement down off of this right here. So now it's either going to slide or pop. Five minute. 15 minute. 15 minutes still didn't get back below the London low. All right, 15 minutes still didn't get back below the London low. All right. Still haven't gotten back to the consequent encroachment of that candle that took the low. Still haven't reached the mean threshold of the mitigation block or the breaker over here. Sloppy price action. Same thing with it. NQ. Now, see, the YM, the only thing that's moving, like, see, this is nice, clean price action right there. We're just coming down. That's nice, clean price action right there to the downside. This is like clear. It wants to go down. But look at the NQ. Look at the ES. Come on, man. This is nice, clean price action. We went up, took out the buy side, hit this 15-minute fair value gap, broke structure right there, right? Came back up, didn't get into that imbalance, didn't get into that one, but we came back up to the breaking market structure right there, and then we dumped. Nice, clean price action on the YM. The ES and the NQ still sloppy. Because you love what you do. Big spider. You feel me? You know you love teaching us, and we love. Hey, Laverne. I'm just Laverne. Come here, Laverne. Come here, Laverne. Hey, I'm just some dude from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I am not a teacher. I learned how to do something, and I get on Al Gore's internet and I share my understanding of some things that Michael J. Huddleston taught. That's all I am. I am not a teacher. I am not a mentor. I'm just some dude from Fort Lauderdale, Florida that loves to run his mouth on Al Gore's internet. I appreciate you. I appreciate the sentiment though, but I'm not a teacher. We're all in this together. We're all in this together. Now, everybody else, y'all can come back in class now. Let's see if the weakness of the YM will pull us down, because the NQ and the ES is not trading very user friendly today. I'm glad. Look at the dollar. The dollar ripping. Since the dollar ripping like this, the dollar gonna take out that. Now this right here, you see how this is trading? The YM is trading in accordance to this. You see what I'm saying? This is there's a cracking correlation somewhere. See how the dollar is trading, and then you see how the YM is trading, right? That makes sense. See what I'm saying? That makes sense. Look at the dollar, look at the YM. That makes sense. And then this is another cracking correlation, right? Even with this, look at this low for the YM, but look at this high for the dollar. See that? That's a cracking correlation. When the dollar made that higher high right there, that should have been making a lower low like this, right? That's how it should look. Can't see my screen. Okay, let me go back. The dollar going up, right? Tim, you need to learn to take a compliment. It's okay. It's okay to appreciate me. It's okay. I appreciate the compliments. I'm just saying I'm not a teacher. I'm sorry, Michelle. Hey, Michelle, ain't you working? How you type it on the screen and working at the same time? Turn back to your work computer. So these are inversely correlated. They're not tick for tick, but they're inversely correlated, right? So when the dollar goes up, that typically brings the indexes down, right? Because I think dollar up is risk off and the dollar down is risk on. So risk on mean the index is going to go up, and risk off mean the index is going to go down. And when it's a cracking correlation like this, right? So when the dollar make a higher high, right? These are just hourly candles. But if the dollar this is aggressive high that the dollar just made, right? That's aggressive. I ain't talking about every little itty bitty little thing, right? But when you have an aggressive displacement like this and it make a higher high, we should see a lower low on the indexes, but we're not seeing that right there. That's a cracking correlation. That's SMT divergence, right? And then the YM and the ES, right? They out here shucking and jiving, you know. They out here shucking and jiving with the shuck. Right? These hourly candles right here. Right? See them? See the indexes here? The same. Low. Get low. Same lows right there. Then it's crazy because the ES got the steepest curve out of all of them. The ES got the steepest curve out of all of them on this hourly chart right here. on this hourly chart. And then peep this right here with the ES. Look what I just noticed on the ES, right? Look at these lows back here. The Dow and the YM, the Dow and the NASDAQ from this time, from Friday. But look at the ES on them lows right there. Had divergence in the indexes from Friday morning low at 9 a.m. to Monday morning low at 9 a.m. It was divergence with the indexes, right? And then the dollar had a lower high. So the ES making the higher low right there is the only thing that makes sense. Right there. Because we had lower highs over there coming there. So that's the only thing that made sense in this direction right there in that area. So that was a cracking correlation between the indexes. Then now we got this divergence with the dollar. The dollar busting up, making a higher high, but these making higher lows. Right? That's divergence. It's a cracking correlation. They don't have Rocky come back. What I do to bring Rocky back? What I do this time to bring Rocky back? I'm getting sleepy and hungry. I've been up since like before 5 because it's so hot in Georgia, man. My son's football team, I had to leave at like 5:45 to take him to football practice because they got early morning practice now. Okay, we've come down. We poked below midnight. We have repriced the imbalances, right? We poked below midnight. We have repriced the imbalances. That 1 minute shift, if your risk appetite gave you the unction to want to get into something like that, if you did not scalp out, your head will officially be bust right now. Right? Remember, the lower the time frame, the less weight it carries. So your head would be officially bust right now if your risk appetite gave you that. My risk appetite said, don't do nothing, right? And so far, the shorts are still playing out. Remember, I said I don't feel comfortable shorting anything. It would just go off and leave me because I would need a displacement below this low on an hourly level to be interested in trying to short anything. And I wasn't interested in trying to go long because my daily Picasso had been reached already. And we went thoroughly through Picasso, went all the way up to this imbalance up here. Right? Go. Coming down, getting really close to the buy. The sell side. Once we hit that sell side, I'm going to go ahead and call it. And I'm going to go get me some breakfast. I appreciate y'all for hanging out. There we go. Sell side has been delivered. That's the low of the London kill zone that was just taken out. Sell side has been delivered. Now let's look at this hourly candle. So with this, excuse me, if this 10 o'clock hourly candle, if by 11 we don't get no heavy displacement down there, right? We've taken out the low, but I just want to see some displacement, right? The low is taken out. I just like to see the displacement below. That I'll be looking for a reason to reach into that. See me that? I mean that busy right there. Last night, I was waiting. I wanted price to come back to this busy right here to buy and attack the highs, right? We never came back down to it, and we went up and attacked the highs first. We did pull back a little bit, then went and attacked the highs. Right? straighten like it's trying to be a reversal Tuesday, but the Dow is showing that clearly. The Dow is like super heavy, but the NQ and the ES are not as heavy. How did Dow close yesterday? Okay. Excuse me. The Dow took out highs and lows, so it could have gone either way. Took out the high, rejected off it, took out the low, rejected off it. So the Dow could have went either way today. The Dow wasn't giving anything clear. The ES was giving take out the highs. And the NQ, same thing, take out the highs. Excuse me. Appreciate y'all for hanging out with me, man. Like I said, I got on just to share the announcement of the live streams continuing to be saved, and it turned into a tape reading session. Hope you enjoyed it. If all hearts and minds are clear, I'm going to call it. Does anyone have anything for me before I go? 15-second delay. I'm gonna count it out while I drink some water. Yeah, I'm probably take a nap later. You're welcome. All right, man. Till the next time I decide to jump on Al Gore's internet, y'all have a good day. Enjoy the rest of your trading day. If you're gonna trade, please trade safe. If you're not gonna trade, please take a copy of amounts and notes so you can go back and study what you saw today. Until the next time, Big Spider gone, man.